product? Do you think companies would be interested in your idea? Do you want to try to get a patent? Then call Invent Help now for free information.
We are just a few minutes away now from Michelle Wolf, the headliner, comedian who will be delivering sort of the keynote / roast / performance of the White House Correspondents' Dinner. If you've been watching her on HBO or special, she's really funny, and I really do think we are in for something good tonight. One person who has a chance to host this dinner, he's appeared at others, is Darrell Hammond, of course, of Saturday Night Live, someone who has played Bill Clinton, someone who has imitated Donald Trump. I had a chance to talk to him about what it's like to be in the spotlight at this event.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this not a good place to read?
You've done the president for years. Do you play him any differently now? Has it changed over time?
Well, he's different, but you know, for a while there, I wasn't doing him on stage at all. I couldn't find a way to stop one side or the other from erupting. But I'm sort of, you know, I have a middle-of-the-road joke I did with, you know, Michael Moore on Broadway, and people like it.
What's that joke?
I'm not doing it. It's basically...
Come see it on Broadway.
Yeah.
I'm not angry over here. I'm not angry over here.
It's basically how confident he is in his own personal vision, the way he sort of launders reality. You know, it comes in here, and when it comes out here, it's the way he wants to.
You know, it's interesting because James Comey, not to get overly serious here, one of James Comey's criticisms of the president is that he's never seen him laugh. He doesn't think the president has a sense of humor, and he's nervous about people, James Comey says, who don't laugh.
I noticed that. I did a dinner one night for him, and Melania was there, and the police commissioner was there. It was like a police athletic league kind of thing. And I had a really good set, but he wouldn't unload. He would not laugh. And I noticed it was more, you can see him on film doing this, going, sort of like a reverse meow. I'm not making that a punchline. I've not seen that before. When it's mirth, that's as far as I've seen him go. Normally, you can find a piece of candid footage of a candidate losing it, laughing really hard. I've never seen that with him.
People who don't laugh, do they make you nervous?
I don't understand him. I don't know. I don't understand the guy.
When you look back on your experience at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, is there any memory that you look back at and say, you know, that's the thing I'll always remember?
I remember making a big faux pas with President Clinton when I said Bill Clinton is the only person, and there was almost an audible gasp from the room because you don't refer to the president by his name.
Evidently, yeah.
Right? So I said, I'm sorry. The president of the United States is probably the only person in the world who could say to a woman and get away with it, you know, if you'd only take your clothes off and let me see you naked, there would be no more racism, I swear. Pause, nothing in the room, pause, look at Clinton, you see the machinery sort of whir and click, and there was like a bell went up, bing, he turns to an African-American woman sitting next to him, big hug, kiss on the cheek, eruption in the room, and I went, that's the magic, isn't it?
Yeah, you were waiting for that. You were keeping your fingers crossed.
That's Senior Bill Clinton, just enormous laughter, enormous moment that he created, and he made a miracle out of my mistake.
Final question, given that the president won't be in the room there, Sarah Sanders, the White House press secretary, will. Kellyanne Conway, you know, senior advisor to the president, will. Any advice to them about how they should react to the humor that could very well be pointed at them?
Everyone tries really hard to give it up for the comedy. You try really hard, but there's certain ones it's okay just to, you know, there's certain ones it's okay to lay back, and people understand that that's the topic that's sensitive to you. But you got to try and laugh a little bit, and I'm sure they will, and they'll probably enjoy themselves.
Darrell Hammond, we always enjoy any time we get to spend with you.
I enjoy my time with you.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
And he talked about the pressure, right, of having the president in the room.
It's a real thing. I talked to Larry Wilmore about that a couple years ago. It's a real thing when you're making jokes about the president sitting right there.
Leader of the free world, staring right back at you. We'll see how Michelle Wolf handles it tonight without the president in the room. She will take the stage moments from now. Stay with us for our continuing live coverage.